Hey people, just another quick 3D print. I hope you're liking these print videos. I'll have to do a time lapse next of the print happening because I'm just showing you after the fact. But anyway, without further ado, you've already seen the thumbnail and the description, so you know what it is. It's... ta-da! Doesn't look much at the moment because we've still got the trees attached. But basically it's the bullet and the little figure from H.R. Geirger. It's one of his drawings that's been made real. Now the only thing I would do if I'd done this again was, as you can see on top, I have got some of the print lines. But I ain't going to bother too much. I printed this with silver PLA. I think it's a 0.2 layer using a 0.4 nozzle in the Bamboo Lab A1. So we'll remove the trees, and then that's all I want to do again is I'm going to black weather this just to darken it down because it's a little bit new and a little bit of a mess on the back of the bullet. That's supposed to be the casing shell of a bullet, but as you never see the back, I ain't too bothered. So let's get him out on the bench, strip the trees off and start some weathering. Stay tuned. Are we still doing the Geirger blaster? That's had some bits sprayed. I haven't had a chance to go back to that yet, but I will be soon. So for today, there, and I'm going to give you a really quick sneak peek of the next build. Ta-da! So if any of you can make out from that what it is, put down in the comments. That'll be the next one. Let's get on the bench. Oakley dokley. Right, so let's get some of these trees off. Most of them are just gonna pop off. We got a lip around the bullet casing. Apologise if I get in the way, but I'm doing this from behind the camera. There. And then just a few little bits on there just to rub over with a little bit of paper. And I can start weathering that up. But not too happy with that print inside either. But as you're not going to see a lot of it. So there we are. So the main body now. Again, be careful when you're pulling the trees off because he has a little pointer over there that I don't really want to break if I can help it. I have got some pliers if needs be just to help me get in there. These trees shouldn't really be attached too firmly. They should, like you see, just basically peel away, most of them. Nice texturing on the backpack. Pity you won't be seeing a lot of that. So again, I may have to get in. Oh, your ass off. There we go. Some little bits of excess filament. So he's sat on a base as well. So these are the ones I got to be careful of now because I don't want to, if I can, pull that. So I may see if I can break that away first. That's looking careful. That's one away anyway. So let's see if I can get that one carefully away. Trying to do this gently so that I don't break that if I can help it. Let's try and get that side. Is this going to be a two-hander? That's all I'm trying to do really, is break that main tree away. Like that. Again, all these, save all your trees and your little bits, and we'll show you what to use and do with those later on. It's not a bad print really, that's a part of his gun. Little bits so we can these are on his toes. His feet. I just got this one now on the top of the gun. I broke it. Right, so there we are. This does happen. So all I'm going to do is a dab of super glue on there and a little spray with the activator just to stick it back, and job done. So I'll stick that back on, I'll give it a little clean up, and then we can come back for some painting. There we are. Excuse the mower in the background, but I've got the end of the gun stuck back on. Top tip, I use a metal scribe because they got really sharp pointy ends, just to get in to scrape off any last little bits of filament like that. Can't see any more. And then I've got my black airbrush paint I'm using, little dab of water, quite a big brush, and obviously some kitchen towel. So I'm just going to dab the black all around again. A little bit of water just to wet him down. I'm just going to brush him all on. I'm being too fussy because I want all this to get into all the cracks and the crevices, and wet him down a bit more, I think. I'm only going to do small areas at a time because it is a warm day today and I don't want the paint drying too much before I got time to get it back off. So I'm going to probably get him to that kind of degree. And then I'm just going to grab the brush, the towel. You can use kitchen towel. I just got some blue roll here. I'm just going to dab. I want this to be fairly dark, so I'll do quite a few passes, if you can see that already, from the shine to the dark grungy look. That's what I'm going for. I'm just going to carry on doing that. I'll do the bottom section. Just really just picking out the details that you're darkening down all the crevices. I'll just do this one side. Because the piece that I've seen in the books of GIEGER, of this particular model, they're more black than silver, but I wanted that silver as like a base. So again, I'm just going to go in, just dabbing away. I'm not going too hard when I'm dabbing, but as you can see, it's giving it a nice dark metal effect. So I'll continue that. I'll do the entire model and we'll come back and have a look. So that's the before. Let's have a look at the after. Right, what do you think? Let's get him under the light. Pretty cool. And that's taken me probably 10 minutes, quarter an hour really. And his little bullet, it didn't darken the bullet down too much. What do you think? Can't really see his face much there, but under Normal light. I like it. There we are, he's stuck down onto the base. So there you are. That's just another quick dirty 3D print and then a little bit of weathering. I think it turned out pretty good. Put that on a shelf. Looks fantastic. Stay tuned, more videos coming. Bye bye. Hope you're enjoying them. So stay safe. See you soon. Lots more videos coming.